champion.
Now we move along to 160 pounds, and St. Joe Montvale will send out Mike Massenzio, a junior, with a mark of 34-2 against Washington Township's Carl Schmidt, who comes in at 34-4. The Washington wrestler is the 3rd seed, Carl Schmidt. He is a senior, as he is set to go here in this 160-pound final. And another St. Joe Montvale wrestler looking for another title, Mike Massenzio, the junior, 34-2, trying to pull off the same feat that Eric Norgard did just 2 weight classes ago. So we're set for the 160-pound final.
Massenzio will be in the green anklet, and Schmidt in the red. They're ready to go here. Both wrestlers in the center.
Massenzio wrestled for Indian Hills last year. He placed 3rd at 145 pounds. Now he wrestles for St. Joe Montvale.
Then on a double, now switches off to a single. Has Schmidt's leg in the air. See if he can't bring him down for a takedown. Schmidt does a nice job of throwing a whizzer, and they step off out of bounds. As the foot crosses the line, they'll come back.
Rich, this is a 3-4 matchup. Schmidt, the 3rd seed, Massenzio, the 4th seed, as they made their way through the semifinal bracket.
Both wrestlers are tied up near the center of the mat. Massenzio with a Russian tie, tried to throw it by. Schmidt comes back with a front head and arm. Will try to take an angle if he can. Maybe throw it by. Reaches back for the leg of Massenzio. Massenzio now reaching in for a leg. Will try to walk towards it. But Schmidt doing a nice job of holding him off. The front head and arm, and now is reaching around with the leg, trying to lock up a cradle. He has the cradle locked up, and he has a takedown. Schmidt now has Massenzio's leg up on his right thigh, which really puts a lot of pressure on Massenzio, and if he can continue to walk around, he may be able to get some back points. Schmidt in control with the cradle, leads 2-0, and I think we're going to get a potentially dangerous here. Taking the leg up a little bit too far at an angle over his head.
Well, Carmen Marina, the official, didn't like what he saw, as he calls it potentially dangerous. But Schmidt up 2-0 with the early takedown here. Schmidt in the red from Washington Township will try to turn Massenzio from St. Joe Montvale.
Schmidt maintains control. Now has a cross-face cradle. Actually working for a cross-face cradle. Trying to bring the head of Massenzio to his knee. Massenzio holding on to the wrist. He's got to be careful he doesn't get hit for stalling there. He's got to work up from that position. Schmidt continues to ride. We have a stalemate called, with 2 seconds to wrestle here in the first period.
Well, we shouldn't be surprised at Schmidt, as he picked up a fall in 137 over Mike Markey of Caldwell to advance to this final. We know he can lock up the cradles and the pinning combinations at any time, and the first period ends with Schmidt leading by a score of 2-0 over Massenzio from St. Joe Montvale. And Massenzio there will start on the top.
So Schmidt will try to add to his lead. Massenzio will try to get back in this thing.
Trying to sit and turn in is Carl Schmidt.
He's working on the hands of Massenzio, trying to get to his feet. Massenzio does a nice job of picking an ankle and driving Schmidt back to the mat. Schmidt trying to pick up the left leg of Massenzio. Schmidt trying to throw, rather Massenzio trying to throw a leg in. Schmidt taking his time. Still has the left leg of Massenzio. And we have a stalemate as neither wrestler is really going anywhere with that.
Schmidt on the bottom. Second in his district, but came back to pick up a first place region finish. Here he is in the final with a 2-0 lead with 1:13 to wrestle in the second period.
Massenzio has been doing a nice job on top, able to break down Schmidt. Momentarily had a Turk ride in. Schmidt picking up the left leg of Massenzio, will try to work a reversal. Now he's picked up the left arm of Massenzio, trying to come up through the middle. Massenzio still in control. Schmidt now in a double leg situation from the bottom though. Still working for that reversal. He's close to getting it, and now he picks it up. So he'll go out by a score of 4-0. As he was real patient from the bottom there, just taking his time, no panic. Comes out on top and leads 4-0.
Carl Schmidt, very workmanlike effort for a 4-0 lead here with 21 seconds to go in this second period. He was very patient, like you say, Rich, and working his way out to get that reversal.
That's a sign of a good wrestler, not panicking, not trying to rush things. Just take what he can get. Now he's throwing that cross face, but Massenzio is able to come to his feet. Schmidt now picks up a high single. Little crackdown as he brings Massenzio to the mat. Massenzio, though, trying to get his legs free, but he just can't get that escape. No, he gets the escape. He is awarded the escape at the buzzer.
Wow, he gave it to him. Makes the score 4-1 as Massenzio gets out to end the second period.
So Massenzio is on the board. He will start from the bottom position to begin the third period. Here we go again as Massenzio is trying to come neutral. Period ends and he's awarded the takedown, rather the escape.
Here Massenzio starts on the bottom as Carl Schmidt from Washington Township in the red breaks him back down, leads it by a score of 4-1.
Schmidt's trying to work a side cradle, has his head in the side, trying to bend Massenzio in half. But we have a stalling on the bottom against Massenzio as he's just holding on to the wrist of Schmidt.
First warning.
Schmidt with a single, still in control. Massenzio will try to get that leg free, work another escape. Schmidt still with control, not a whole lot of control. Now there's the escape, and it's 4-2 in favor of Schmidt. So Mike Massenzio needs a takedown to knot it up. He has a minute 5 to do it.
Massenzio's coach on the right is Kerry Coleheffer from St. Joe Montvale. Frank Casiglio in the dark shirt on the left, the head coach of Carl Schmidt from Washington Township. And really this is anybody's bout, Rich, because it's 4-2 once again with a minute to wrestle.
Still plenty of time. Massenzio in on a single. Again though, the mat is not their friend as they go out. We have 50 seconds to wrestle here in the third and final period.
Massenzio can pick up a takedown.
He's in on a single, switches to a double, picks Schmidt off the mat, takes him to his side, but Schmidt is able to lock in the crotch. Massenzio can break that. He can pick up a takedown. Schmidt trying to stalemate the situation. Massenzio now picks up the takedown, and we're tied at 4. 25 seconds to go. Now Massenzio throws Schmidt to his back. He's going to get a 3-pointer.
Massenzio picks up the takedown and 3 back points late, all inside the final 25 seconds. Carl Schmidt, who was leading 4-0 at one point, is in trouble. 3, 2, 1, it's all over. Massenzio with a big 5-point play to win it.
He picks up 6 big points in the last period. And he'll join his teammate on the victory stand.
Mike Massenzio, the junior, ends up 35-2 with a 7-4 victory over Carl Schmidt of Washington Township. He trailed at one point 4-0. Got 1 point right at the end of the second period, and then pretty much turned on the gas in the final 25 seconds. He's your champ at 160 pounds.
What a way to win a title, coming from behind like that. Getting a late takedown to tie it up and then going right in for some back points. Here he is, in on a single, switches off to a double, picks Schmidt off the mat. Schmidt is able to counter that momentarily with the lock in the crotch. But Massenzio is able to stay with it. Eventually picks up that takedown.
And it's celebration time. 7-4 final. Mike Massenzio, the junior, wins it. We'll be back in a moment.